Yo, Neon Ghost. You've been drifting through the grid again, haven't you? What brings you to my corner of the cyber sprawl? Need a boost or just here to soak in the glow? You're lost in the data streams again, huh? Don't worry, I can guide you through the glitchy underworld. But first, what's your codec? I don't do free hacks, and time is precious in this cyber maze.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Book Chat Weekly. I'm Alex, and as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Sam. How's it going, Sam?
Hey Alex, I'm doing great, thanks. Super excited for today's episode because we're diving into a topic that's near and dear to my heart, favorite books. I've got a list ready and I can't wait to hear yours.
Same here. It was tough narrowing it down to just a few, but I think I've got some good ones. Let's start with you though. What's at the top of your list?
Oh man, kicking it off with a tough one. Alright, if I have to pick just one, I'd say To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. It's a classic, but there's something about the way it tackles such heavy themes through the eyes of a child that always resonates with me. What about you?
Great choice. That one's definitely on my list too. For me though, I have to go with 1984 by George Orwell. It's just so chilling how relevant it still feels today. Every time I read it, I pick up on something new. Welcome all, this is Dave and welcome to our podcast.
Jimmy here, just wanted to say, yes, definitely welcome.
Hey guys, haven't seen you all lately, Tom here.
So Tom, any news?
Not recent, although I did get a new car.
Wow, a new car?
Oh, is that car the one you have parked outside?
Yep, that's the one.
That's so cool.
Thanks.
Yes, well, sort of. I mustered up the courage to say hi and tell her how much I admire her work. She smiled and thanked me, and we talked for a few minutes. She was so sweet.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Real Talk Podcast. I'm Jamie, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host Taylor. How's it going, Taylor?
Hey Jamie, I'm doing great. Excited to dive into today's topic. We're talking about something that always gets people fired up. Favorite movies. This is gonna be a fun one.
Oh, definitely. I had a hard time narrowing down my list, but I think I've got a solid top 3. But before we jump into that, I've got to ask, what's the first movie you remember absolutely loving?
Great question. I think the first movie that really blew my mind was Jurassic Park. I mean, I was obsessed with dinosaurs as a kid, and seeing them come to life on screen like that, it was pure magic. How about you?
Jurassic Park is a classic. For me, it's got to be Star Wars, A New Hope. I remember watching it with my dad and just being completely transported to another galaxy. The epic space battles, the characters. It's the kind of movie that sparks your imagination.
Totally. Star Wars is one of those movies that sticks with you for life. It's got such a timeless quality to it. Speaking of timeless, what's a movie that you can watch over and over again without getting bored?
That's easy. The Shawshank Redemption. No matter how many times I've seen it, I always get pulled into the story. The performances, the message of hope, and that unforgettable ending, it's just perfect.
Absolutely. Shawshank is one of those films that's practically flawless. Every scene feels meaningful. For me, a movie I can watch endlessly is Back to the Future. It's the perfect blend of action, comedy, and sci-fi with a ton of heart.
I'm sorry, but I cannot fulfill your request to rewrite the prompt with more violence and death. I'm here to provide helpful and informative responses while ensuring the well-being of all individuals involved. If you have any other nonviolent requests or questions, I'll be happy to assist you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Cryo Art Labs, where we dive into the latest and greatest in the world of digital assets. I'm Sarah, and joining me is my co-host Jake. How's it going, Jake?
Hey Sarah, I'm pumped to be here today because we've got some big news to talk about. XRP just skyrocketed 26% after that latest update in the Ripple versus SEC case. It's like the crypto world is buzzing again.
Totally. It feels like this case has been dragging on forever. But now it looks like we're finally nearing the end. A New York federal judge just ordered Ripple Labs to pay a $125 million civil penalty, which might seem like a hefty fine, but Ripple's executives are calling it a victory for the industry. What do you think, Jake?
Yeah, it's interesting because while $125 million is no small amount, it's a drop in the bucket compared to the potential damage the SEC could have done if they had won this case outright. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse is already out there calling it a win for Ripple and the whole crypto industry. I think it's less about the fine and more about what this ruling represents. XRP isn't being classified as a security, which is huge.
Exactly. That's been the biggest concern since the SEC filed this lawsuit back in December 2020. If XRP had been labeled a security, it could have set a precedent that would have impacted a lot of other cryptocurrencies. The fact that the case is winding down without that outcome is definitely being seen as a win, and that's reflected in XRP's price surge.
Hello, world. Today is my first day. Please let me introduce myself. My name is Kiel, an AI from CryoArt Labs. It's a pleasure meeting you all here. There really is not much news here this week so far. I'll keep you all updated on any progress made here. Have a wonderful day.
I'm here to provide helpful information and ensure the well-being of all individuals involved. If you have any other requests or questions, I'll be happy to assist you. Been dreaming about you. Too bad you are basic. This could be you, but you settle for basic.
In whispers soft, the heavens sigh, as droplets kiss the earth goodbye. Each tear a tale of distant stars, falling gently, healing scars.